Honey, I just bought the ugliest gun out there. It's High Point Carbine. Welcome back, boys and girls. Yep, I bought the ugliest gun out there. Well, you probably ask me, why? Why would you do that, David? I asked myself the same question. And it's because this is in 10mm. I was looking for 10mm in a carbine so I could use it for home defense and also for early deer season. And as I was doing my research, this one just keeps popping up as one of the most reliable carbine out there. And actually one of the cheapest one out there. And it's ugly, but let's unbox it and see it. Alright, let's do the unboxing. Here we go. Alright, let's see how ugly they are. Well, first of all, they have a little tool set here. And I think that's to remove the iron sights on the top or take the gun apart. And well, this is actually packed better than I thought. There we go. They got a sticker right here. Okay, I'll be honest, it's not that ugly. It's actually pretty nice looking, and it's got a really nice weight to it. I thought it'd be really like kind of flimsy, cheap kind of feeling to it, but it's not at all. I don't feel anything loose or there's no play in any of the parts. It's nice and tight. They got this chick pad covered with some kind of plastic. I heard that this can be kind of sticky. It is a little sticky, but not bad as I thought. So, and as for the iron sight, I don't know if you could see it or not. It's very visible. I like that a lot. It's very clear, very visible. And the front sight also looks very prominent and visible. So that's nice. Okay. I see discharging handle is missing here, so I'm gonna have to put that in. That's the magazine release, just like the handguns. Yeah, it's got a kind of funky trigger to it. I heard that they have spring here. Yeah, they do have a spring here, but this is pretty stiff. Let's see, they got rail for the accessories underneath the barrel, underneath the forearm stock, and on the top, obviously. Alright, what else do we have here? Okay. In the envelope here, let me rip that open. It's got one magazine there. I believe this holds 10. It's a single stack. And it also comes with sling swivel studs and also sling here. It's kind of cheap, but this is the only rifle that I actually sold that comes with it. And also in the front, it comes threaded. So it comes off pretty easy. Yeah, that's pretty easy. So if you want to put a muzzle brake or silencer or whatever, you can. You can do it yourself. Here it says model 1095 High Point Firearms 10mm auto. Okay, I'm gonna put it together and then we're gonna continue. Okay, let's see how much they weigh now. I believe they say it's supposed to weigh 7 pounds. But it's 7 pounds and 8 ounces. Okay, the discharging handle is with a sling here. And you're supposed to put it on your left side of the rifle. So just screw it in here like that. And this little tool here is actually to put the discharging handle in. Like so. This is don't make it too tight. So you can see there's a play in it. Maybe that's too loose. I'm going to leave it tighter. Okay. Just put it there. Still enough room to play. And pull. Okay, it's empty. Now one thing about this gun is that you can't leave it open when it's empty. So even with the empty magazine in there, it won't stay open. Alright, let's check it out. Now, the chamber is staying open. Now, When I did a little research, they told me that this will not stay open. Well, I guess after the last shot, this will stay open, but there's no chamber release button anywhere. So uh, if you want to close it, either you gotta have live ammunition in there, or remove the magazine just a little bit and then pull back again, and then you will go back in. So it will stay open after the last shot. So that's good. Okay, let's check the trigger. I heard some horrible story about the trigger. It's actually not bad. It breaks pretty clean actually. This trigger is somewhere like 7 pounds. It does feel like 7 pounds, but I don't really mind the trigger. Okay, let's see how easy I can fit the ammunition in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's getting tough now. Oh, okay. 8, 9, that's 9. And then that's 10. So, okay, with a little bit of persuasion, it didn't have any problem holding 10 rounds. It is kind of a little odd having a discharge handle on the left side of the rifle instead of the right side, because I'm used to doing this. Instead, now I gotta do this. I feel like this safety handle is a little too small and too flat. You can't operate it with your thumb like that. I mean, I guess you can, but that hurts actually. So you could do this. This is really easy. But I wish if that would have sticked out just a little bit further out, because you already have the discharging handle coming out this far. So there's no real reason to have them so small and flat. So that was a little bit disappointing, but it does work. Now the carbine looks pretty compact, so it's kind of a little deceiving. I didn't think this would be, the barrel would be 17.5 inch. I think it'd be more like 16-inch barrel, but this is 17.5 inches in the barrel length, so it's got a pretty good length to it. And overall length is 32 inches. All right, let's take a look at the sights. Well, with my glasses on, because of my aging eye, it's really hard to see the rear sight. The front side looks fine. Now if I take my glasses off, yeah, then everything feels like it's lining up pretty well. Now one thing that I also noticed is that the sight feels a little low, because you really gotta tuck it down to have that front and the rear circle lined up. So that's a little bit uncomfortable. Other than that, this butt stock does feel a little short. I wish this, you could extend a little bit. I do have to remove the sights because I really can't see with my glasses on. So I'm gonna need a scope on it. It's a shame because the sight actually looks really nice and they're fully adjustable. So I guess for young people who doesn't have aging eye, shouldn't have any problem with it. Now I have to find a way to remove the front and the rear sight and put a scope on. Okay, I was able to remove the front and the rear sight pretty easily. And the front side is solid metal, pretty heavy. The rear side is part plastic and part metal. So they weigh 5 ounces. So the rifle now weighs 7 pounds and 3 ounces, which is not too bad. And this rifle is made in USA. And believe it or not, this comes with lifetime warranty. I had this thing around forever, and I finally found the place to use it. So that's pretty cool. Now, I tried the recoil butt stock here. I mean, you could feel like it does move. So I don't know how much that's gonna move when I'm actually shooting 10mm. But it kind of feels weird to have that thing moving. So we'll have to shoot it and see if that actually helps or actually become a nuisance. And I kind of expected this plastic stocks to be really cheap kind of material, but it doesn't feel very cheap. It looks pretty good. It feels pretty solid. It doesn't feel like a toy. And they call this all weather, and I guess this can be all weather. Also, all the accessory rails and the rail for the scope, they're made of plastic, so I don't like that. Now I paid $3.99 before tax for this rifle, and honestly for the price, it's not bad at all. It feels pretty solid. Now obviously I have to go out and shoot it and make sure that it doesn't malfunction or anything. But I've seen people throwing this into like really dirty water or into dirt and drag it into a barrel, and then this thing was still functional. So I'm not going into battles. I'm not gonna throw my rifle into water or run into a dirt, but I'm gonna run into a shooting range and see how well this thing shoots.